Welcome to the ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to get started with the Syncfusion Rich Text Editor in an ASP.NET Core application. The Rich Text Editor, also known as the RTE control, can be used to edit and format HTML and Markdown content. I will explain how to create an ASP.NET Core application and add the Syncfusion EJ to ASP.NET Core package. Then I will show you how to add the Syncfusion Rich Text Editor control with default HTML content to the application. After creating the Rich Text Editor, I will demonstrate its prominent features, like customizing the toolbar and adding HTML elements. Also, I will show you how to retrieve HTML content from the Rich Text Editor and add Markdown content to the editor. First, let me create the ASP.NET Core project. I open Visual Studio 2022 and choose Create New Project from the dashboard, and then select ASP.NET Core Web App as the template. I'll create a project with default configurations like a name and location. Make sure .NET 9 is selected in the Framework dropdown. I have already installed the .NET SDK 9 in this computer. The project is created and is ready to use. To install the Syncfusion EJ2 ASP.NET Core NuGet package in my application, I open the NuGet Package Manager by right-clicking the project file and selecting Manage NuGet Packages. Under the Browse tab, I search for the Syncfusion EJ2 ASP.NET Core package. I select it and click Install. The installation is complete, and I can confirm that under the Dependencies folder. Next, I open the View Imports file and import the Syncfusion EJ2 helper. I navigate to the Layout CS HTML page and add a Syncfusion CSS style and script references by using the CDN link. Then I register the script manager by using the JS scripts tag at the end of the body section. Then I need to register the Syncfusion license. I open the program file and register the license key by using the register license method. To add the Rich Text Editor control, I navigate to the index page and replace the existing elements with the EJS Rich Text Editor helper with an ID attribute. I add the value attribute and set a variable. In the code section, I define the variable value with HTML text. I run the application. You can see the Rich Text Editor with the provided HTML content and the default toolbar items. Now let me show you how to customize the Rich Text Editor toolbar. First, I need to create an array object. So, in the @code directive, I create a variable of type object array named tools, and I assign a new object array with a collection of string items. I have added bold, italic, separator, undo, and redo. Within the SF Rich Text Editor helper tag, I add the Rich Text Editor toolbar settings custom tag. I set the items attribute with the created tools array variable. Now you can see only the 4 items I added available in the toolbar. Next, I will show you how to add HTML elements in the Rich Text Editor by using toolbar items. The RTE control supports almost all HTML elements, including tables, images, and links. To provide table options, in the Tools object array, I add the item Create Table and then save the file. The Table button is now available in the RTE toolbar. After clicking on it, I can select the number of rows and columns I want in the table. I can also use the Insert Table button to specify the number of columns and rows I want in a table and then insert one. When using this route, 3 is the default value for columns and rows. You can see the table is inserted with 3 rows and 3 columns. When I click on the table, I can access options to customize the table, like adding a table header or inserting and deleting rows and columns. Next, I will show you how to provide an image tool in the RTE control so that users can insert an image and manipulate it. In the Tools object array, I add the item image. The image button is now available in the RDE toolbar. On clicking it, I can access an option to browse the client computer folders to locate and upload an image file. Also, I can access an option to provide an image link from the web. I provide an online link here and click Insert. You can see the image in the RDE. When I click on the image, an inline toolbar appears, providing tools for customizing the image. Next, let me show you how to retrieve HTML content from the RDE control. This feature lets you save HTML content from the editor and edit it later. Let me add a button control that, when clicked, gets the HTML content. I set the content and bind the onClick event with an event handler name. Within the script tag, I implement the onButtonClick function. I call the alert method by passing the RDE's value property. On clicking the button, you can see the alert message with the HTML content. Now I will show you how to work with Markdown content by using the Rich Text Editor. To do this, I add the Editor Mode attribute and set the value Markdown. In the code part, I set the value variable with Markdown content. You can see the Markdown content and edit it. I select the Content Rich Text Editor and then click the bold icon. Notice 2 asterisk symbols were added before and after the text to mark it as bold as you would in Markdown format. You can edit both HTML and Markdown content in the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor. Let me summarize what I covered in this video. I explained the steps to add the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor control to an ASP.NET Core application. After that, I explained how to customize the toolbar and add HTML elements to the RDE. Finally, I showed you how to retrieve HTML content from the RDE and edit Markdown content. You can download the example used in this video from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also included a link where you can check if you're eligible for our community license, which gives you a free license key for all of our ASP.NET Core products. If you found this video useful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching.